A teacher says, I used to stop my lecture during the Zohar Azan and asked my students of the 10th grade to recite the Azan after the speaker. I told them that the prayers sought between Azan and Iqama were accepted. Every time I used to notice one student who used to benefit a lot from this time. She used to pray much more than her fellows and with much more sincerity. One day I was checking her notebook and I smiled and told her, You amaze me because whenever I take the break for prayer between Azan and Iqamat, I notice that you pray in this time with much more sincerity compared to your other fellows. She said, Praise to Allah. I was in the 5th grade when I first came to know that prayers were accepted in the duration between Azan and Iqamat. Since then, I have been keenly praying in that duration. There is one prayer that I recite specially. I asked her which prayer was it. The student said in her innocent way, My mother did not give birth to any child after me. I am now 13 years old and I have no sister. I get jealous when my friends talk about their love for their sisters. I wish I had a sister. So, I always pray to Allah to give me a sister, but my mother says I should ask Allah for a brother as my mother already had a daughter. I ask Allah every time to give us a girl for me and a boy for my mother, and also another boy for my brother so he may not feel lonely. I said Ameen. I returned the notebook to her. Time passed and the girl reached final year of the college. One day I was passing by when the same girl met me and said to me, Oh teacher, I want to give you a good news that my mother gave birth to triplets yesterday. One of them was a girl and 2 were twin boys. I said in amazement, Praise be to Allah. I learned a lesson from one of my students which I will never forget. The lesson was that the eagerness in prayers and consistency and expectations of good from Allah. So pray to Allah and be optimistic about its acceptance. Pray to Allah in those times when He accepts the prayer, because Allah is close to His people.
وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ